All right, today on Grown Up Gamers, I'm going to test the theory that the Magmasaur, beyond a 282% melee, does not farm more materials. Recently heard this from quite a few very reliable sources, and which totally screws up the way I level my Magmasaurs because I usually put all the points in the melee. So if this is true, then basically all my Magmasaurs are leveled improperly. Uh, so now there's a caveat to this. The really interesting thing with ARK is that just because something is true today does not mean it's going to be true tomorrow. Wildcard, while we all have server issues and we have on more than one occasion cussed Wildcard, they seem to be extremely community centric. So they if enough people bitch about something, they seem to so far fix that. And I'm a newer player, but I've already seen that occur in quite a few occasions. So they change things an awful lot. Just because it was true 6 months ago or a year ago, or you see a video from a year ago that this is the way it is, you can't really take that to heart 100% because it could very likely be changed by the time you stumble across the information or someone tells you the information. It's not that they're wrong, it's that they were right, but they're wrong today. We're going to start with a Magmasaur that I've only put a few points into melee and mostly into weight. So he's the lowest melee Magmasaur I have, and he is at 367% melee. So let's farm some metal. Alright, so now let's try the next Magmasaur. This one has had some points put into weight, but mostly into melee. It's 421%. Now the downside with this one is it's going to get capped on weight way early, so I'm going to have to do multiple forge drops basically. Alright, so to wrap this up, 367 melee, the highest metal it got was 7,800. The first test with the 421% melee got 8188. I could keep running the test on the 421, but that's pretty conclusive. That 3 tests on the 367, I never got close to 8,000 or 8188. That's almost 400 more. I will say that it took these have probably had about roughly the same number of points in them. I'd have to go back and look at the levels. The one with 367 has a shit ton more weight than the one with the extra melee. And if you're in a place where metal is plentiful, like Aberration, I'm not sure that 400 extra metal for the extra 30 points that I've spent on that melee is worth having to drop 3 times. So use that information for what you will. The next part of this is, along this testing, someone suggested to use ReFertilizer to make the metal nodes grow back faster. I did not know what that was, so I unlocked the engram, crafted some. I'm going to show you right here what that looks like when you use it on metal nodes. So as you can see, it seems like the ReFertilizer brings back trees and rocks, but not the metal nodes. So ReFertilizer, if you need to make a bunch of trees come back, great. If you need it for metal, it's not worth doing. This is Z with Grown Up Gamers. Like and subscribe for more videos.